What? What happened over here?
What?
Where'd that come from?
I have no idea. Yeah, dude.
Whoa.
Doesn't stick to my hands anymore.
Yeah, you don't even have to touch the corn syrup afterwards. You get it all off.
Right?
Or is this just a good bucket, too?
It's a good bucket.
Yeah, okay. But you're also a good corn syrup handler.
Now I am.
Yeah. I mean, it takes time. I mean, I did it once, and it didn't go this well. The cold water really keeps the corn syrup off your hands quite a bit.
Yeah.
Too bags.
Two of them.
This seems unhealthy. I was okay with 1 bag of sugar. But 2 bags of sugar, that's where I draw the line. That's where it starts to get unhealthy. Well, as long as it's not 3 bags of sugar. My dentist would not like to see that. Actually, maybe they would.
It's okay.
You know what? Just 4 bags. Why don't you make it 5? Why stop at 5? Make it 6.
Let's put them all in.
Yeah.
Why not?
Let's just make it a weekly appointment for you.
Yeah.
Strong.
We're strong. Last one of the day.
Yeah, let's go.
I can go home. The smells. Good smells.
Taste testing.
Yo.
Yeah. Can't go wrong. A lot of cashews.
Okay.
Is that like 8 pounds?
8.5.
8.5. How many calories that is? Because nuts are like very high calories.
2K? 3K, you think?
Maybe more than that. Probably more than that, actually.
God, it's like a brick.
Does it usually make a brick like that? I think so. Yeah?
Yeah, that's why you gotta stir it.
Do it, Brian.
You gotta get the sugar like incorporated in between the nuts.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, it definitely happens.
You got a good workout plan?
It's one of those really
thick.
Yeah. It's thick. It's even worse when you gotta hold the thermometer by yourself and stir it one-handed because it's thick, and then you got one arm doing it. My right arm has gotten jacked just off of stirring brittle. Put the baking soda in, it'll like it out.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. That's how it works.
Honestly, watching it rise never gets old.
It's fun.
It's also like nerve-wracking.
Well,
I haven't ever seen it go over, but I'm just like, oh, this could be the time.
that was like the first question I asked. I was like, Steve, when I did this with him the first time, I was like, it's ever gone over? And he's like, no, but
Not yet.
yeah, not yet.
It seems too like it will start going up once you stop stirring. Like once you start stirring, like, it'll go up a little, but then once you stop, it really rises.
Yeah. On the table.
Yeah, I kind of lightened up quite a bit with that baking soda. Yeah, it's nice having a lefty on one side and a righty on the other side.
It's like the only way this works. We both have a dominant hand accessible.
My dad and Brian did it. Wait, which one of us is gonna do this?
Yeah,
Who's ever on this side?
Who gets the side that's like actually comfortable? We both have a side that's comfortable.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be too bad for Brian on his side who was right-handed. I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world.
It would be.
It would absolutely be the end of the world.
I couldn't be able to do it.
I quit.
Yep.
It's just on the table.
That's the day Brian resigns.
Mid-batch.
I'm out of here. Can't do
I'm
it.
sick of it.
See you later.
Whoa, that got real close yet.
Yeah, didn't it? That's why I had to wait.
Be careful. Technically, I think it went a little bit over.
Just a little. Just enough to keep the excitement up.
I know, right? So fluffy.
It's so fluffy. You gotta kind of pat it down a little bit when you spread it out.
Any tips and tricks for people making this at home?
You'd want it to be completely even so that it dries at the same time, so that when you're pulling it, it's not weird. You want to start from the outside when you're pulling it and work in, because the corners and the outsides of it get a lot colder faster than the middle of it does.
So number one, make sure it's all even, so then when you stretch it, it's relatively even, and then start from the outside and work your way in when you're stretching it.
Yep. And have fun.
And have fun. Steps 1, 2, and 3.
Don't burn yourself.
Step 4.
Lots of tips.
Have fun before you don't burn yourself.
Yeah. Try and have fun without burning yourself. That's the main one. And also, it tries to make the edges a little thinner. Like when you're spreading it out, a lot of it is just pushing it to the outside so that the outside isn't super thin and the inside's thick. So it dries. It's all about spreading it out.
Yeah.
Trying to actually get the nuts to the outside too, because sometimes if you don't really spread it completely well, all the nuts are in the middle and you just have a bunch of the sugar on the outside.
So in the outer pieces just wouldn't have as much.
Yeah.
So I just noticed that you were just spreading the nuts a lot.
Trying to actually push them to the outside so that all the brittle has nuts in it and not just the center pieces. And right there, that edge piece was a little thinner, so I'm pushing it out so that it's all the same thickness. Right here, you can see how it kind of dips down. That's not a good thing. I'm trying to fill that in.
So you should do this professionally.
I kind of do.
Kinda.
Kinda.
One of these days we'll start paying you.
Well, yeah.
Alright. Hi.
Yeah, I don't want
It's a bucket of beer.
I don't want to
Good with
inspire
that.
too much hope in a cooker.
Yeah. Where did our soap go? I used it to clean the table off. Right there. That makes sense.
And then you want me to get them all the way to a different thing? We just want to try and push the rest.
That's going to be a little thin right there.
Can you explain what you were doing, Brian?
Just walking.
Just walking.
Just lifting it up. You know.
Making sure this doesn't stick to the table.
Yeah. You're not chasing you at the same time.
Kurt, were you running with the...
No.
Ashley dies. Oh my god.
There goes Greg.
Terrifying.
He led a decently long life.
Decently long one.
Almost 30.
At least not in the 27 club.
Yeah.
Got out of that one.
How's it feeling?
It's not ready.
Not ready?
My finger can go through it.
This piece is almost there.
Yeah.
Putting some beer. That side just started.
So what, one side's ready and the other side isn't?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just the nature of the beast. You gotta kind of feel it out.
Especially when it's this big, man.
Yep. Yeah. This side is definitely worth the work. So.
Oh, he's such a fast cutter.
No, dude.
Whoa! It's like he's a professional. Professional candy cutter.
And what do you guys flip it?
Huh?
What do you guys flip it?
Because there's a top
It's just
and
what
a
you're told
bottom
to do?
the brittle.
Yeah.
This is the bottom, it's not as pretty. So, stretch it out just a little bit, kind of get it started, and then you flip it over so that like the more presentable looking brittle is what's on top.
Okay. That's basically what Brian was saying, right?
Brian's got the idea.
He knows what's going on.
He's got the right idea.
Brian, like, I do what told.
Yeah. I do. You tell.
You tell, I do. I make brittle with muscles.
You say stretch, I stretch.
You say stretch, I say how high. Using scissors already? What's that for?
I'm gonna try something.
Trying something new?
Yeah. Cool down just a smidge. There's like, it's funny, it's really warm right now and it kind of just like pulls apart instead of stretches. You gotta like wait for it, like right there, like that's because it's too warm, it just pulls.
That's how my mom shreds it.
But then like there's a point in time where it cools down just enough, but it's still warm that like when you pull it, it just like spreads itself out as opposed to like shredding. It kind of, you see right there, instead of it pulling apart, it just spreads out.
And people always ask why we stretch it out on a table. Can you tell them why?
I mean, granted, I think our recipe just as is with the baking soda makes it pretty light and airy, but it just makes it less rough on your teeth biting into it when you stretch it out and get it.
You're less likely to break a tooth.
Yeah, pretty much.
The more teeth you have, the more brittle you can eat. So it's in everyone's best interest.
If I were gonna break a tooth doing anything too, I would say I'd be pretty happy if it was eating brittle.
Especially pecan.
Yeah, very true.
Well, Brian's favorite is the smoked almond.
We get to do that one again. We haven't made that one in a couple brittle days.
I would probably say that's my second favorite.
I think it's fun. Like it's like a novelty.
It smells very good. It smells like just a barbecue back here.
Yeah, it really does. Whoa! Oops. You're smacking that brittle room. Tell him wash, Brian.
Yeah.
He said mean things to me.
Yeah, don't let that brittle bully you. Brittle bully.
That's pretty neat.
What? What happened over here?
What?
Where'd that come from?
I have no idea.
So that's how you make the chocolate pita, chocolate brittle pita.
Yeah, my chocolate croissants. My little chocolate croissant.
Very precise.
Very precise.
Then you have to stretch it out after you put them on,
Just a little bit more.
because it's doubled over.
Yeah. I should have went when it was a little bit cooler, but I didn't want it to be too cold. There you go.
Oh, that looks beautiful. Melted chocolate inside the brittle.
Just
I
tap
like
it.
when they just like break themselves.
Yeah.
It's very brittle.
No way. This is so awkward. Left-handed.
Oh yeah. Why do you have to do it left-handed?
Going that way.
Wait, what if you went the other way?
Can I be right-handed?
Oh, okay. What made you want to do it this way?
I thought you wanted me to do it this way.
Oh.
From last match?
No,
I was like, what if I cut it this way? You're like, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was just for like the slow motion videos.
Oh, okay. Never mind that. I'm going back to normal.
That's funny. Yeah, because it makes it easier because then I don't run into the wall when I'm trying to get a video. You guys being very careful not to break it.
Yeah, you try not to.
Yeah, notice you guys are moving it. When you move it, you're moving it over the table so it doesn't break over the floor.
That's like the one rule in brittle. Just keep it over the table because you can hold it like this, seem totally fine, and then the next minute it's like in 5 pieces in your hands, and you're like, well,
Yeah.
at least it lands on the table.
Good. You don't have to sweep it up.
Yeah.
And then also you can't use it.
Yep, yeah, it's just trash.
You guys have never done that before. You've never scrap painting before, have you?
Never, dude, never.
That sounds convincing.
I think I've done it like 6 times today so far.
Really?
Yeah.
Brian's got the fastest reflexes east of the Mississippi. He don't drop a thing.
Yeah. Except for those 6 times.
Except for some fun.
So what size bag is this, Al?
1 pound.
1 pound bag?
Yep.
Because I know some of them are like 7-Eleven or 207 or something.
Yeah, this one is 1 pound.
It's a heavy bag. And this is the, what is this, the pecan brittle?
Yes, it is.
Everybody's favorite. Except Brian. This is the smoked almond, which they're actually making right now. And you can, if you were here, you could smell it.
That's all I can smell.
Yeah, you can smell it all throughout the whole, I want to say restaurant, but store.
Sounds like a restaurant.
Yeah, right now it does. It smells like a barbecue. Try to keep it in as big a pieces as you can, but still fit it in the bag.
Yeah, and if it doesn't fit, I just kind of break it in half.
Pretty
They're
brutal.
gonna break it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, no one's gonna eat it in that big a piece anyway. And what do you have to get it to?
16.6.
What's that right now?
15.
Oh, so close.
16.2.
Wow. You're good.
Perfect.
And how many bags do you think you'll probably get out of this bag?
Usually for the 1 pound, it's like 27. And then for the half pounds, it's like 50. Or a little over 50.
Like per bag?
Yeah.
And then you have a little bit left over for the brittle bits.
Yep.
And it just depends how small the pieces are and who's the one hammering the brittle.
Yep. I guess so. That's what they tell me.
Yeah. And then you guys box up, was it the cashew brittle and the peanut brittle?
Yep. All, just not the smoked almond or the nut lovers.
Oh, the pecans.
No, the pecan. This is gonna go in a box.
What? It's gonna go in a box?
Yep. It's a gold box.
Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, I thought these ones just stayed in this bag. Oh,
And they're fancy.
the fancy boxes?
Well, no.
No.
They're fancy bags for the 8 ounce.
Oh,
though.
okay. Yeah, 'cause
They're
we used
gold.
to, I think, have bags that we actually had to like seal up with a brittle, like back in the day. I'm sure if Karen was still working here, she'd, well, when I say that, I should let people know that she still works here. She just
Yes.
went home for the day.
Yeah. Just left.
But she'd be able to tell us what it was like back in the day. Karen,
Yes,
can you walk us through the brief history of how you guys used to wrap the brittle?
the brittle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we used to wrap it with what we call a ribbon candy bag, like this. And then we'd put the peanut brittle in it and make a weight of, say, 16 ounces. And then we'd use this as the iron, and we'd seal the end of it just like that. Put a label on it, and then put it in the box. But now,
And you guys used to shrink wrap the box?
not the box, only on the ribbon candy we did.
Okay.
But we'd seal this bag
Mm-hmm.
with the heat sealer, the iron, and then now we have a Ziploc bag
Yeah.
that we use to put it in.
That seems more efficient for you guys, and
Yes.
it's also just nicer for the end user too. They don't, because
And
then
then
they can
we-
actually shut the bag again.
Box it like that.
Come around here often? I sure do. We got chocolate filled brittle. It's a fun little treat. Not necessarily for sale, but you can get it on our website if you use the comment section underneath your purchase, not on the YouTube video. Just a little piece, use Quick Steve, and you can get yourself some. It's delicious.